focusing sales in US is becoming very common for the Indian SaaS companies, and we had the privilege as well as we had a bit of success while doing so at HackerEarth in the last 3 to 4 years. To sell in US, the first and most important thing is you need to have a product which has a market in US. We were again fortunate enough that we built a product for developer assessment, which is geography agnostic, and the product could be used very well in US, even though we had been selling in India for about 2 to 3 years. When we started selling in US, the first important thing we realized was you need to have a very high quality product which can be as much hands off as possible, right from someone signing up for the product, putting in their credit card, if they like the product, using the paid version of the product, and then continue to use it. Having it as much hands off as possible is something that almost every US customer would expect from any class of the SaaS product. The second is obviously the quality of the product, where the copy of the product, the user interface, the language, all of that has to be really top notch, because the price point is higher there, but the expectations are also much higher. The third is when you start selling in US, it's important to do some cheap experiments before you directly jump onto a plane and then start building a sales team there, because it can lead to burning a large amount of cash without probably much results over 6 months to 1 year. So what we did was we built a small inside sales team which could call the customers, ask whether they are looking for a product like this, and started closing $1,000 to $10,000 contracts over phone, and that gave us the confidence that we can start selling in US. And the last and the most important thing was, if all of that goes very well, have a very key member move to US. And in our case, it was my co-founder Sachin who moved to US to start focusing on the sales there. So if you go through all this process, you would discover whether you have a product which fits the US market or not, and then how you need to sell it.